Lowes made a do-it-yourself escape room.
Yeah, really interesting concept.
So we're gonna watch it.
Okay.
And I guess we'll commentate as we go. And
they're gonna be able to hear our commentary this time.
Yeah, that's the game plan. So, Frank, can you give us a little background introduction of this while I just check our audio levels? And
okay. Yeah. So Lowe's created what they mean by do-it-yourself is that they set up a couple floors of a warehouse as an escape room scenario, but to solve the puzzles, the players had to build things to access whatever they needed to access, or to. Well, I mean, if we're going to see the whole thing, I don't want to give too much away, but basically, they need to build things and organize things to solve the puzzles. Right. So what they do is they bring in actual like do-it-yourself experts, people that are like on YouTube and stuff for known for doing these things, and they're able to pick like, they're able to take a tool each with them, and they have different specialties and stuff, and they have to put their specialties to work to solve the room and build what they need to build to get past the obstacles.
All right, let's check it out.
Lowe's has taken a vacant warehouse, and inside we've created a series of puzzles and challenges. But this isn't your average escape room. It's geared towards professional contractors.
Okay, so basically,
to test it out,
we have
found 4 people who made a career out of building, fixing, and problem solving. And today, we're going to give them 60 minutes to see if they have what it takes to get to the ground floor.
So
watch and find out
so
on Lowe's Black Friday DIY Escape Room.
It's just another thing that goes to show you how many
we're going to lock you in a
ways an
space
escape room can be used for
specifically to challenge your skills as trade professionals, as creators, as problem solvers. And some of the obstacles you encounter may seem impossible, but remember, everything you need is in there.
It's obviously a one-time use thing.
With one exception.
Really, so.
In a moment, you'll have the chance to step into our tool room. Now you can each pick a tool out of the tool room to take in with you to the escape room.
Could you imagine
Choose
if
wisely,
we let people pick
because having the right tool
to
at
go
the right
in
time.
Well, that's why
between winning and losing.
Millennials wouldn't play the game, so I mean. Mo, why don't we start with you?
My name is Monisha, and I'm an
Mo.
electrician. I've been doing it for 9 years.
Electric. Great.
Awesome.
How about you, Bob?
I make stuff. I'm Bob. I run a YouTube channel called I Like to Make Stuff, and I literally just like to make things. So whatever I feel like making,
drill.
So I don't really have a specialty, but
I mean, it depends. If they were looking for pure destruction,
what about you?
Yeah.
like a hammer or something would probably
houses
be
from the
good,
early
but I mean, they know they have to actually put things together.
I'm very similar to Bob in a lot of ways. I'm Grant Thompson. I run a channel on YouTube called The King of Random. Really into being self-reliant and
so
getting
this way,
out
like
of
you
tight
could
situations,
change out.
which makes me feel like right at home.
Give a little
in this Lowe's
modification on the
escape room.
tool.
So we got like construction, we got like renovations, and electrical.
Electrical.
All right,
Okay.
What about Allen wrenches?
I love the multi-tool. That's a great tool.
We have to
It's
decide.
a handheld that I can cut with,
that's
but
good.
it's more free
Pick up
range.
the bits. Maybe they won't
And
notice.
that saw gives you a little bit more of like a shotgun.
All right, see what you
Solid
pick, Grant.
equivalent of
I went with the
shotgun.
bundle
Yeah.
of rope.
Bob.
Lots of tools in one. Leatherman.
Oh yeah, that one guy brought rope.
Saw.
You never know when you're gonna need
Wes.
Got some drill power and a light.
Mike, is there a tool?
Let's see if you chose wisely. Follow me. All right. Once this door closes,
I mean, use like a
game
hammer,
on.
use a screwdriver,
And
use
we
a
have
power
your
drill,
watches,
I mean,
we have your phones.
There's probably
so
gonna
to
be
keep
something, like,
time,
really,
you're gonna have to
like,
listen. Every 15 minutes,
totally
there's gonna
unique.
be an alarm.
that's just kind of there. So that would kind of,
Did you guys hear?
there'd be like a hacksaw.
If it goes off the 4th time while you're still inside,
why there's a hacksaw.
you're lost.
So I'd probably
One
just
last
keep
thing.
the hacksaw.
This walkie
probably
can
use
radio
this.
Lowe's Red Vest.
I don't
If you
know.
really find yourself in a
That was
pinch,
Boondocks
radio
things
for
when they had
help.
the rope, right?
Well,
And
good
they
luck.
told them how the
And
rope was gonna be
hopefully, I'll
useless.
see you on the ground
Yeah, they
floor.
ended up
They
using that.
wind up needing the rope.
It's dark.
Oh,
dark.
right. We definitely needed that flash.
All right. Light.
Door closes in darkness.
It's
Pitch black,
As soon as they go in, the
but we
power's
can keep
out,
an
so
eye on
the
our team with
indicator
our infrared cameras.
would be pretty useless.
And
so
my,
far.
my first thought was,
No, we have a
should've grabbed the
battery operated.
Oh,
dark.
right. We
Oh, okay.
definitely needed that flash.
All right.
Everything's made
And so the
wireless.
one thing that I chose was a screw
See,
gun.
but I mean,
And
they're
then what's on the screw gun?
not just
There's a
trying to
tiny
break
little
through the
flashlight.
doors.
Your
They know they have to
battery,
do
your
something.
battery life is severely
gotta-
depleted.
They get a power, and there's a panel over there.
That's what
There's
I.
a flashlight.
Here's a flashlight right here. The real flashlight.
What else we got?
Well, see that's the thing. They know they have regular players would probably beat holes in the wall,
I
but
knew we
they
had to
know
get
that
the
they have to
power.
do something. They're actually
Here's another
Let's do a
electrical
quick
box
sweep
here.
and see if we can get the lights on.
All right.
There we go, circuit breaker.
Let's get this thing off of here and see what's in.
We got some up here as well. It's a spare breaker.
Breaker.
So we're gonna
Oh, nice.
we're gonna
Okay,
replace
let's
that
get-
15 amp.
We see the breaker, we see the wire, and I look right at Mo.
Screws, I'll
Okay,
take them.
get your
Storage and
can you get your
power
Phillips head?
Having Mo with us is awesome
So one of
because
them's
she
an electrician.
immediately
I
knows
think
what
one
to
of
do
these-
to
I
get the
think
lights
Mo
on.
there is an
Yes, we do.
electrician.
So we're gonna replace this. We need a flathead.
After seeing that the breaker just had to be installed,
I can't imagine
I
they would
literally
actually
said, I
cut the
got
power
this.
and make them mess around with the real.
Right.
All right, let's flip it on.
Breaker goes on, the lights are on, and it's flickering. I'm thinking there's something
and they
there.
are supposed.
We're looking for a code for a
Like when
combination
that
lock.
guy said he
We got
knows
this
a lot
one's
about
blinking, so
electricity.
let's look for
Yeah.
a
And
code.
that in the
And I
review a couple
realized
weeks
that I saw
ago,
a
these
more
people
code
actually do
poster.
know a lot about electricity.
Yeah, that's
The
the
Morse
guy.
code that he said.
Well,
Okay,
I'll tell you
this
what,
light
that lock that
is
they
talking
just
to us in
showcased
Morse
in
code.
that one shot,
Here's
we
the
have one and
legend.
we've never used
Let's
it
figure it out.
for
Somebody read me the
Which-
code
which one
as
was
it's
it?
blinking.
Sure.
the one
Oh,
that's,
was that the direction?
yeah, like the locker lock.
Yeah.
Morse code's harder than you expected. It's not something that we really use, and it's definitely not something that I know from memory.
Yeah,
One,
that's
two short,
Uh-oh,
one short, one
power
long.
problems.
Decoding Morse code isn't hard, but it takes valuable time.
One long, two short,
I guess whatever you did
one short,
wasn't enough.
one long, two short, one long. Okay, let's go again. I lose it. I've got it. But after like 7 blinks, I would just lose it.
You want to swap?
Yeah, let's switch up. Good call.
All right. Short, long. Man, I lose it.
I know.
Can they?
so
our
hard.
audience can hear it though.
I'm a little bit frustrated with the Morse code thing because looking at the light is really tough on your eyes, and I started losing the code. You want to try looking at it?
The first 15
Oh,
minutes
right,
are
yeah.
almost up.
Can I draw it out with the chalk?
Yes.
Yeah, Morse
Grant
code,
stepped up
blinking
and
light.
he took the
Pretty
chalk
escape room.
and just looked at the light and would write it down as he saw it.
Long, short, short. Once I did that,
Long, short,
the Morse
short.
code was easy to figure out. Short, long, short, short. We use the chalk to write down the letters.
Okay, that's
15 minutes already.
And then the buzzer goes off and freaks me out even more. Add some pressure to it.
This was a
DLJ. We got the 3 letters for the combination lock. I spun them in, and to hear the click
Well,
when
I
the
think
lock
they,
opens
it
was the most
an hour,
satisfying
and it went
thing because I
almost
knew we
an
were
hour.
in.
But I mean, the video is not an hour. Yeah.
they
All right.
Okay, we got a
Shop
welder.
vac. We got welding
vac.
gloves, a welding mask,
what I
and a
forgot.
welder. So we're gonna have to weld something.
Right away, I'm seeing a bigger room. So I'm thinking,
Okay.
okay, there's going to be more things to discover, more things to investigate.
We got a leak coming from the roof.
And then we see a lock. So we know we're looking for a key.
For a padlock.
Okay.
Key for a padlock.
Key for a padlock.
Key.
Yeah, that's no big deal.
We know
So,
exactly
okay,
what we
this-
need. We
this
just don't
is,
know where. And it's this very small thing in a
Is
very
this the one where
large
they had to
space.
cut the board?
What kind of
and
clues?
then-
We have an arrow up here as a clue.
That was a cool
Pointing down?
one.
That-
Like,
that was
I-
pretty
I
cool.
actually liked.
Yeah, that
Something
one
with
I
that
really
trip.
like.
So in the shop vac,
Yeah, I think
We've
that's
got a
like the last
shop
thing
vac.
they do.
It's real shiny, so we're wondering, like, something's up with this shop vac.
see anything in there?
Hello.
Our team is wasting time looking in every direction except up.
Interesting.
I think this is just.
Stuff in the shop back.
It say look up.
Could have just turned
Look up.
currently freak show into this.
And if you go directly underneath the
Result
arrow.
is, you built our game for us.
Yeah, Dr. Tech's experience. You built it.
I think that
The
was
first
that's
escape room
pretty much
built.
You see
on
that? Yep, there it is.
They had a couple of places
well,
in China
we
that
found
you
the
could throw
key.
food.
We
Right.
have to figure out
And it was-
how are we
it
gonna
was
get
just
this
like- it's
key
like more
down
money, but
from
you cook it
what
yourself.
looks like the fan in the ceiling
actually
on a
kinda neat.
string down to our reach.
Well, that's like
I'm starting to think, well, are we going to weld something together? Are we going to make some kind of a
melting
long
pot.
latch
Yeah.
that we can
You
reach
go
up
in
and pull it
and
down
you
with?
dip your
Let's
own
roll this
food
thing
in
over
the,
here.
in the pot and
It won't
cook
move.
it.
It won't move.
Yeah,
I
we were gonna
tried.
do that.
We kind of get stuck
the
in
last
this rut
night.
where we're trying to figure out how to
There was
get
this
this
big
key, which
wall
we
in
can
Beijing
obviously
where we were,
see, but we can't figure out how to get it down.
pizza instead.
And that's when I noticed on
We're
the
all
wall.
trying to
Guys,
get
take a look
pizza,
over
Frank.
here.
Because you know how
Look
you
at this
said
chimney
the
pipe.
Chinese food won't be
The
the same
ventilation
as it
tube
is
has an
here.
up arrow.
It was almost exactly the same.
Really?
Yes,
What a
every,
actually, like,
disappointment.
every
pull it down.
No,
meal.
it's not. It's only
But,
one.
There's nothing up in there.
I mean, they
I wonder if it's just
arrow is
like
there, the other one was-
Americanized.
So we
That-
see the
they
key,
said
we
that
see the arrows
the-
on the vent.
food
had
that they
two
actually
arrows
eat
on
is
it.
just more
One
spicy.
going up and one
Ah.
going down.
That's
It's
a flow
basically
that we need
the
to figure
same,
out
just
how to
more
create.
spicy.
You blow
that's like
it to make the fan
like when we
turn?
were in
Because it stairs up here and down over there. So shop vac, shop
Take
vac.
that and then take and put the holes in there and then suck it down.
Good call. I think we blow it and follow the arrow.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
If you can get that fan blade to move,
The key will drop.
The key will drop?
But yeah,
Okay.
but even places
We
where we went
taking an
where there
educated
were
guess.
also Chinese people
From
eating,
experience,
they
I know
would
that a
eat
shop
the
vac
same
is
thing.
basically two separate tools. You have a vacuum and a blower. And so by reversing the hose, you get an entirely different.
I'm so sick of trying to
turn on.
something quick.
Yeah, it's moving. Here it comes.
All right.
Beautiful, beautiful.
All right.
Oh, okay. We got fan up.
that is brilliant.
Oh yeah, that was yeah. They had
All right, we got
to
the key. Good job,
blow
guys.
the shop vac
So
through
Wes
the
grabs
vent.
the key. He runs over the
They had to
door. He
reverse the
undoes
shop
the
vac, blow through
padlock.
the
Door
vent to
is
make the
open.
fan move. And
Somebody
That's
has
cool.
the other one?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I just want to make sure we have it.
Oh, yeah.
And so far,
we
didn't have to
whip
break
open the
anything
door
to do it.
only to find there's another
So
wall.
that almost could
And
be
this one is a
resettable.
lot more
Right.
complicated.
All right, what do
We
we
were
have
completely
here?
deflated to see that there was an even more complex problem right behind the door.
Okay, so it looks like
Well,
we're
that
gonna
was
need to
like
put
we were
gears.
talking about with the
Oh
streaming.
my gosh, look at this. We
it's,
have a full toolkit back
you
here.
don't have to worry about set
In this
damage.
door are places and slots for
Yeah.
gears to slide into.
When you're the
Somehow we
ones
have to
going
make these
through
wooden
it.
gears
Yeah.
work with the metal gears.
Our pros have what they need. But don't forget, our Lowe's Red
have
Vest
to, like,
is
set
waiting
it
to
up
help.
in a warehouse
Some
room.
plans.
Not playable to
By that
outside
time, we had
audience.
more tools than what we came in
Strictly
there with.
streaming.
I'll go weld
Yeah, and
this.
see, they're finding more tools.
It's got to be an example, right?
Yeah.
For the gear?
Yeah, because I mean they're the same thing.
Yep. So weld that, and then boom, we've got a template. Great.
I highly doubt that.
Now that's going to take a gear. That's going to
Right.
take a gear.
And here,
Grant.
I'm sitting there in front of the door though, because there's like 3 different slots where these wooden gears need to go, but it's hard to know which one goes where. So I'm just like randomly trying all these different slots, and then Mo starts speaking up. She's like, "Oh, that's the wrong one. It needs to go this way."
Guys, the instructions
Oh, we
are
do
right
have
here. Threw them around twice. And I just said, okay, let me look at it. Let me tell them that the square goes there and the other one goes there. Hey, Grant,
Yeah,
according to them instructions, this one is going to go there. And then those two.
that sounds right.
oh yeah, what? There was instructions?
Call this radar?
Like this.
Yeah.
Mr. Coffee, go.
All right, what are we missing?
Just this.
30 minutes.
I was like,
Pat.
coffee when I watch radio. You know that.
I'm finally looking at the
Everyone knows
instructions
that.
and
Of
I
course you
realize
do,
that we have
sir.
2 gears out of place and we just have to swap them.
Pretty good.
The one that we cut out goes over the.
Okay, so and the corner puzzle's pretty
The
typical.
one with the squirt, that's that one.
Okay, so the
Yeah.
one we cut out goes over that one.
Oh,
So we
okay.
got those mixed up.
Cool.
All right.
Oh, okay. Good call.
Nothing all that
There we go.
outlandish.
All right, our business.
Okay. And so this one will go over here. Got it. Yes.
All right, go for it.
Here we go.
There we go.
So Wes is
Little
cranking on the ratchet. We see all the gears turning. We can actually physically
Okay,
see
all right.
Yeah.
mechanisms
So
around
instead of
the
it just going on its
come in,
own,
and
you
that's when we know we've
actually
got it.
have to make the rotation. That's cool, kind of like a bank vault.
Right.
I see a table saw, like a full-on legit
That's
power
cool.
table saw sitting there, which gets me really excited.
We see a table saw and some plumbing stuff, which I have no experience at all, so I was a little bit worried there.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the exit.
That exit is an old freight elevator.
Do I
Powered,
see
you
a
have to
pipe
flip that pressure
maze?
switch.
Put some valves.
There
this
it is
one's
a bit of
on,
a
this
pipe
one's
maze,
on.
yeah.
There's several
That is
breaks
totally a pipe
in this
maze.
pipe maze. We don't know which one we need to repair.
Well, what
I'm
they do
assuming
with this
there's
one
some liquid or
is
something
not
that
what
we
we
need to flow
wanted
through there.
people
We
to
gotta
do with
arrange
ours,
the
but they
handles in
tried
a certain combination to accomplish something.
So we're gonna need to get
Break it
this
all
connected
apart?
to something.
Well, I think, well, I don't want to give
Okay.
away what they
Pressurize
do,
it with the
but
compressor?
Yes.
they do need water.
Oh,
We're
So-
sending air through it to
Okay.
activate a pressure switch that's going to send us home. In
yeah,
1 minute.
very, very, yeah.
What
We
I
would
learned
not
from
want
the
people doing
other
that.
two
Spoilers!
rules is take and look for any given clue.
But how they
Hey, guys.
do, how they, the actual, that's not the puzzle part of it.
What is this?
Now Mo walks off to the side of the room and she comes back with this board that has all these different drawings on it and these dotted lines.
Oh, wait a minute. We got to cut this. Okay.
Yeah, I can cut
All
it.
right.
Cool. All right, we need
You can
power.
show me.
Break out the
Right
heavy
here. It's
artillery
right here.
now.
I need to
As
use
useful as it is, I hate that
I'm ready.
saw. Because I always feel like I'm going to lose.
I'm flipping the
Part of
switches,
my
but
body.
I can't get it to spin
could
up.
probably do it
And that's why I think, well, maybe there's no power to this outlet.
Grant grabs a light from the previous room to plug it in to see if there's power at all,
Really want me
and
to
there's
answer
not.
that on a live stream?
I'm not sure where else we can go to look for
Think it's just-
electric.
I must be doing something right if we've been happily married for 14 years.
I just double checked everything and I couldn't find any way to make it work. So at this point we're starting to get stumped. We're running short on time. We're feeling the pressure and the stress build.
those watching, we're
Okay.
not
We got
really
15
married.
minutes left, guys.
Red vest.
That's when we decide. Let's call the red vest and get a little bit of that.
Yeah.
14 years ago, I was underage.
So I'm here for you.
What?
We need power.
For gifts, yeah. Okay. What's this over here?
And trend.
Ain't no more.
And remember, not all outlets are on the wall.
Sorry for that interference, ladies and gentlemen.
Door. So we searching, looking
We
for
can
this
cut that, right?
GFCI, but it's nowhere on the wall.
So it's still like a
nowhere
guy in
in
like a
sight.
Lowe's outfit. It's like they're
Depending
like a
on who
Lowe's guy
wired it.
giving
They, yeah, when they call for a hint, they have their Lowe's guy.
And
The
he
Lowe's
said
guy
you don't
actually
know who
answers?
wired it.
Yes.
Maybe
You don't have to track him down. Excuse me, sir. Sir.
The hint line should be like someone roaming the aisles, like, "Hey, hello, does anyone work here?"
They,
Sorry, Lowe's.
yeah, they actually have the walkie-talkie
Oh, it's on.
situation
Not
going.
my
Oh,
department.
for real? And boom.
We're going to need someone else to help on aisle escape room.
And the cool thing about the table saw is it's
You know
got a
it's-
very
you know it's true, Lowe's.
easily adjustable
Yeah.
arm.
No, it's
Just
and
press
home.
one button, slide it into
both.
place, lock it.
Equal
and
guilty
now you can
party
get
on
cutting.
this one. I know everybody.
Here.
There's like a lot of people that are very like on Team Home
open
Depot,
that.
on
Wait a
Team
second.
Lowe's, but
We got a puzzle
gonna
to
be
put
in
in
they have the
this one.
same issues.
Yeah.
Look for things that cross.
See,
These are-
yeah, this was
these are
really
two
cool.
X's.
They had to
Look at
cut up
pieces
the
that cross.
Yeah.
They don't have to
Okay,
line
and rearrange it. That was actually really nice.
Yeah, that's a
I could
really
see
good
that it was a
puzzle
map.
concept.
Yeah.
The way that the lines worked, it looked like a map in my head. This is
so-
where we came
which
in,
is-
so that's got to be right
Well,
in the
we
middle of
wouldn't
the
want
first
anyone to
row.
have.
So we need to go back here to the X.
No, no.
We can talk about it on Puzzles and Millennials.
X marks
Yeah.
the spot.
Nice. The X leads us to a secret panel in the floor that has
Okay,
a
we got
torch,
more
flux,
tools.
solder, connectors, everything we need for the plumbing problem.
All right, well, let's do it. So the pressure switch is going to open that door, we think.
Oh, you gotta take and put that piece right here.
We hadn't heard an alarm in a while, and so I knew there was
Those
one
are very
right around
tiny
the corner.
pipe.
The window is
Yeah.
closing, and we need to figure this out.
Yeah, open this
But
one.
it's copper water pipe, but
They've got the missing pieces,
very.
but do they have enough time to get it all working?
If we don't have to cut anything, then
but yeah,
we should
could
look
you
for
imagine
something that
if
fits
players
like this.
were able to play
Just
with
saying.
this in real life?
Yeah.
You'd have a drenched
So easy now
room
to see it.
every
Solder's
single
in my
time.
hands. It's been a
Well,
while
I don't know.
since I had
They
soldered,
don't actually
but I was
put the
ready to get
water in, but I don't know if they activate the
Oh,
water.
oh,
You see, they have
oh.
to. Yeah.
We're blowtorching?
Yeah,
No.
they have to actually
No.
Pretty sure
take
we
the
just solved it.
extra pieces of pipe and connect them so that it has a full circuit, and then the water goes through and activates the door. So that's pretty cool. So they're not actually manipulating the water, but again, we wouldn't want people welding shit either. But still, that's pretty cool as far as a tool-centric puzzle goes.
100%. How does it feel? No, I enjoyed this. This was actually pretty good. I just noticed Rafi had joined in, had a lot of fun last Thursday playing the Boogeyman stream. What an experience getting ready for Kierzy on Friday. To anyone watching, subscribe to the streaming games. They're a blast. Thanks, Rafi. We're glad you had a great time. We had a great time streaming it.
Finally, I want to introduce you to your red vest.
And yeah, Kierzy
He helped you out of your
have some time because it's a 2-hour game and it's a big one.
Thanks for checking out.
So
they won with like 5 minutes left.
So there's the Lowe's official escape room game.
Learn more about our DIY YouTubers. Or if you want to know why Lowe's
I kind of hope they
built
do
the escape room,
another one
check
in
out
the
our behind
future.
the scenes
It's
video.
very interesting.
Thanks for
Yeah,
watching.
it was.
I mean,
We'll see
for
you on the ground
a
floor.
commercial, you know.
I really want them to be a little more true to their helpline.
Yeah, I mean, you're setting up a dangerous precedent for your customer service representatives
And I got
now.
to work with Grant.
If I go to Home Depot and I can't get a pipe cut within 5 minutes, I'm going to be really mad.
So, piggybacking on using tools to get through an escape room, which, by the way, a little disclaimer: do not use tools to get
Yes,
through an escape room.
do not bring tools to an escape room. We will not let you play it. And hopefully no one else would either.
Yeah, hopefully our puzzles kind of imply what you need to do to solve them. We had some guy have one of those like keychain screwdrivers on his thing, and he tried unscrewing a box that ultimately led to nowhere because there was no purpose to doing it.
Yeah, you're never gonna need to bring a tool from outside to solve something.
Yeah, and if you did, we'd tell you that. But yeah, don't do that.
There